In this video, we're going to talk about direct-to-site advertising. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started. So the best place to look for sites to advertise on is none other than Google. And it's as simple as going into Google, putting in your keyword that your opportunity or product is based around, and then also typing in the word advertising or advertisement, which generally tends to work for advertisement here or there, but you're safer with typing something like advertise with us or advertising. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to go ahead and continue in my crypto example. Okay, and as you can see, I have crypto plus advertising, and now Google will go out and find sites that have that keyword phrase along with advertising in them. So this is one right here, cointraffic.io. And as you can see, they have advertisers, publishers, services, those kind of things. Okay, so same thing here, token ad, crypto ads platform for advertisers, right? Crypto advertising network, okay, BitTraffic Ltd. So now this is giving us some options to go in and take a look. Now we can also come in and type in advertise with us. Okay. And as you can see, we'll get some results for that as well. So the thing is, if you're looking to directly advertise on a site, is to first do your research, make a list of these sites. That's the first thing. And then the next thing you want to do is go ahead and go through them one by one. What I would recommend doing is making a list of them and putting them in a spreadsheet and then going through and taking a look at it. Now, let's see what this one is right here. Okay, let's go to Crypto Compare. And when we're looking at a site that we may want to advertise on, we want to see what kind of metrics they may have. Now, they may not have that information out in front, so you might have to contact the site owner, or if it's ran by a company, contact the company to get that information. So this is showing us what kind of advertisements they have. Okay. And if we want to know more, we can just go ahead and click on one of these items. So let's say if I wanted to get a sponsored menu item. Okay. So it lets me see what that would kind of look like. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Now we can also do a sponsored newsletter. In this example, it won't always be this way for every site. Okay. But if we want to get more information, obviously we want to follow up with them. So we would click on this option here, contact us now. Now, there is something I want to show you here, okay? We've already shown you about advertising on Facebook, right? Well, look at this. When you find a website that may have a Facebook account attached to it, let's go ahead and click on that. We want to see how many likes they may have. So they have about 14,000 people that like this. You want to make notes of that because you can take this information and target those people within your Facebook advertising. So if you see that, go ahead and click on that icon to see how many people they may have following. And that's another way you can maximize your Facebook advertising, even though this video is not about that. Okay, let's jump back. So the other thing I want to do is I want to see what kind of ranking they have in Alexa. And if they have a decent ranking, then it lets me know that they're getting traffic there. So it may be worth advertising. So let's go ahead and let's check that. We're going to take the link from this site and post it into Alexa. Okay, let's go ahead and paste that in. Click on find. All right, so we can see that the global rank is 5,037 and well, the ranking in the United Kingdom, if we were targeting that region, is higher. Now, what does this mean? Generally, if a site is under 100,000, then that means that it's getting a ton of traffic. Okay, so let me just kind of show you what I mean by that. Let's type in YouTube. So you can see YouTube's rank is 2, right? Okay, now let's go back and type in Crypto Compare. So it's 5,037. So if it's the closer it is to 1, and if it's under 100,000, then that means that it's getting a decent amount of traffic. Okay, and you can see down here where the traffic is coming from for the most part. So the majority of it is from the United States, or the majority is from English speaking countries. And you want to make sure that you take note of that if your product or service is based in English. Okay, we can also come down and take a look at some of the keywords that people take a look at, and then the daily page views per visitor. So we want to know all this information. Okay, that's a 66.8% bounce rate. I don't know if we want that, but it still may be worth testing it out to see if we get some kind of results. Okay, and the time on the site. So people average about 3 minutes on the site. Okay, so this is a decent site to test out advertising. So the next step would be is to go to this site and get more information about the type of ads that they run and then how much is the cost. But overall, what you want to do is just take your keyword based around your product or service and then put it in quotations, add a plus sign in Google search, and then put in either advertise or advertise with us in quotations, and then go ahead and make a note of all the sites that come back, check on the metrics of the site, and if it looks good, then follow up and see what it will take to advertise on the site and at least test it out. Okay. If you are a little bit skeptical about it, you can always ask them to do a test run, maybe for a lower amount. And in that regard, they may be open to doing that. And some sites, they don't want to do it on a cost per click basis. They only want to do it if it's a high traffic site. They want to do it on a CPM or cost per mass basis, which means every 1,000 impressions. So you may pay, say, $3 per 1,000 impressions, $5 per 1,000 impressions. It just depends on the site. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Let's go ahead and go to the next video now, and I'll see you there.